Yo, what's going on, y'all? I want to thank you if you're tuning in. I'm your host, Paco, and you're listening to Occupy the Media. Don't forget that you can go over to ronpaulradio.com, and we do have the chat going on, the live chat. Click on Listen Live, and it should come right up. Also, you can check me out on ronpaulradio.com every day, Monday through Friday, 10 to noon Eastern Time and 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so if you checked your emails in the last 5 minutes, you probably got this email that I'm about to read. This is from John Tate, Ron Paul campaign. Throughout this campaign, Dr. Paul's supporters have risen to the challenge time and again. Thanks to this reinforcement, Dr. Paul has been able to defy expectations and shock the establishment. Starting with the Minnesota State Convention this weekend and continuing with several more meetings over the next few weeks alone, our movement has an opportunity to secure more delegates, take control of more local and state parties, and set the stage to not only make a tremendous impact on the direction of the Republican Party at Tampa, but to achieve lasting victory in the years to come. As Dr. Paul wrote yesterday, his grassroots supporters are holding a Rise for Liberty money bomb this Thursday, May 17th. And I want to echo his latest call for your help one more time in what will likely be the final money bomb of this campaign. The establishment has seen our success over these past months, and they know that only our movement has the energy and dedication to put an end to the status quo and get this country back on track. Your participation on Thursday will serve to remind them once again that we're committed to making our message heard in Tampa and beyond. All right, so if you're just tuning in, that is from John Tate, Ron Paul campaign, literally about 5 to 10 minutes ago. Just sent that out, saying that this will probably be the final, money bomb. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, what I want to let everybody know is, or speak about, is basically about this whole situation going on with the Ron Paul campaign, because everyone is talking about the email that was sent out from Jesse Benton, and the fact that the media is just announcing that we're dropping out, trying to pretend that we're no longer in this race. And so I wanted to speak on that. I actually was speaking earlier today with Mary from LA Liberty HQ. If you guys haven't seen her, she's the one, the blonde girl that be doing the interviews in Russia on Russia Today. We were talking about it. And, she said some good things, just like me, we got to keep it moving, keep it pushing. We're all trying to, wrap our heads around this and figure out what's going on. Does this make sense? And it seems like this could be used to try to split us up, and we got to make sure that we're staying focused and that we keep it moving along. And so my thoughts on it is kind of like this. There's something I think very wrong when the campaign is making it a little bit harder for us. And what I mean is that a lot of us Ron Paul supporters kind of felt like we were thrown under the bus. When you're saying that Romney is away from a couple hundred delegates, and he's really not. What this does is this goes along with the media narrative. And this is what we have to stop. This is what the media wants. They want us to go to the conventions. They want us to be part of the party without speaking up, because this will fit their narrative. So when we go to these conventions and we're booing, anybody, whoever it is, we're booing what they're saying, we're booing the fact that they're cheating, this doesn't help the media, and this doesn't help the Republican Party. They don't like that. What they want us to do is sit there and be good sheep and play right along. And that's what I have a problem with. A lot of Ron Paul supporters are on the same page that we need to be respectful and we need to act correctly at these conventions, which I totally agree. We do need to be on point. Some of us is even dressing better, looking better, to make sure that we kind of give off a better vibe or a better energy. We don't want to scare nobody, but at the same time, what we have to understand is, who said we're the only ones that got to be respectful? That's the problem that I have. If Ron Paul supporters are going to be held to on a pedestal or held to a certain light, then everybody needs to be held to that light. We all need to be accountable. But what we see is, in the media, it's all Ron Paul supporters this, Ron Paul supporters that. Now, it's funny, if there's so much things going on with the Ron Paul supporters that we're doing and we're causing problems, where's the video at? Where's the proof? I swear, we got all these articles, all these people in the mainstream media, laughing, talking about Ron Paul people causing a ruckus and a problem and this and that, and hijacking the system and breaking the rules. Show me. Where is it? We got Ron Paul supporters live streaming the whole event. Where the media at? No, we're going to talk about gay marriage. We're going to play Joe Biden on TV a couple of times saying a bunch of nothing. And then we're going to try to get people hyped up about Mitt Romney. We're going to give him a crowd of 30,000 at Liberty University. When you know he can't draw that crowd, most of the people don't even like him there, so they all got to act a certain way they don't want to. Ron Paul don't need nobody to give him no crowd. You give him the stadium, it's full. Give him the seats, it's full. The park, wherever you get Ron Paul, it's full. And remember, Ron Paul is packing these places out with a few days' notice. Hey, by the way, I'm going to be in your neighborhood next week. You know what I'm saying? Bow! 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Mitt Romney, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing. I posted the video on my YouTube page, Mitt Romney in Virginia. You guys should have saw that. Looking ridiculous. I mean, the crowd just looks so weak. Looks so weak, man. But no, we're causing the problems, though. And so I have no problem with us being respectful, but at the same time, we don't need to start getting soft. Because I don't think that's right. We're Americans, we're people, and especially men, if the guys that are listening out there, we're supposed to be men in this country, and we're supposed to hold it down, take care of our families, and take care of our homes and our neighborhoods and all that, So what does it say when we go to these conventions or anywhere, and we let the media or the establishment run over us, and we don't speak up? Forget that. They will be called out. But again, we need to be respectful. We're going to talk more about how we can do that, maybe take some questions. But we need to understand that we need to call people out if they're doing something wrong. And if they're cheating, I've been told we need to call point of order. Call out their cheating. Don't just show that you're upset about it. Call it out and let's fix it. Okay? But right now is not the time to be quiet. Right now is not the time to be little sheep. Fall in line. What I say is the campaign is the campaign, the grassroots is the grassroots. Ron Paul and the campaign got to do what they got to do, whatever, to save face or to stay in the public arena. But what we're doing is a revolution, whether Ron Paul's here or not. I'm not going by I never was going by no man-made dates. We don't need no convention for things to pop off. We don't need no convention in Tampa for things to pop off. It can pop off today, tomorrow, next week. The revolution is already here, and we don't need to be waiting on no man-made dates or worried about no man-made delegates or system or process or whatever. What Ron Paul supporters are doing is we're being good people and trying to win and play by the rules. You take the rules away from us, then there's no telling what's going to happen after that. You already got our rights. You already got our freedoms. And now that we don't figure out what's going on and we organize, we at least want the rules. And if you ain't going to give us the rules, then don't get upset when we don't play along and when you're stuck there all day, because most of the establishment folks ain't used to working all day. They don't do nothing. It's amazing, man. We got to keep on pushing. We become our own campaign, our own media, because it ain't going to stop. As far as I'm concerned, Ron Paul will be president. The only way Ron Paul ain't going to be president is if things hit the fan, hits the fan and it's a wrap. It's going to be a revolution for real or a civil war out here. Things are going to happen. It's not because of Ron Paul supporters. It's not because we're going to go around and start fires and nothing. It's just that people ain't going to take it no more. When gas hits $20, $30 a gallon, don't worry about Ron Paul supporters. It's going to be everybody in the streets. Anyways, we'll be back after the break. I'm Paco, your host. You're listening to Occupy the Media.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I started out as a Ron Paul fan just like you. And now I'm a full-time volunteer leader at our